Yo, what's up everybody? Akeem here, and in today's Fix of Entertainment news, do you want Rebel Moon Part 2 and 3 and 4? Well, you might not have a choice. Now, we tell you all about what Zack Snyder has up his extended cut sleeves in regards to more Rebel Moon, plus some bittersweet news for fans of Netflix's Witcher series. All this and a whole lot more in today's Fix. Presented by Fallout. Stream all episodes now only on Prime Video. Now, we are getting even more Rebel Moon after Part 2, believe it or not, fans. Now, with the release of the Scargiver, Zack Snyder is already gearing up to deliver us more stories within the expanded Rebel Moon universe. Speaking of Radio Times, the director spoke on how many more installments he has planned for the Rebel Moon franchise. Take a listen.
I guess 4 makes sense. 4 or 6, I guess, depending. I mean, it's whether or not every time we make one of these movies, we make 2. That's really the question, right?
Well, I mean, I guess that's down to you. Is that the hope?
Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know. Could be. It's really just an interesting. We were talking about it the other day, and I was like, wait, would an audience be disappointed if they only got one movie now from Rebel Moon? Would they be like, oh, it's one now? Great.
Yes, Mr. Snyder, we'd all be disappointed if we only got one more from you. Now, you've set the standard in lengthy movies, and there's no real reason to stop at just 2 in this franchise. But, of course, Zack Snyder might be speaking too soon on delivering more Rebel Moon, as there's no confirmation from Netflix that there's plans for more in the franchise. And given the lukewarm critical and fan reception, it's likely up in the air as to whether or not we'll receive a Rebel Moon Part 3 or 4 or even 5. Now, the first part has yet to even break into Netflix's top 10 original movie list, which means viewers just ain't viewing the movie. And the majority of those that have viewed it, reviewed it rather harshly. Netflix came out of the gate hyping this movie up as if it was going to be the next big thing like Stranger Things, but it seems fans just aren't buying into the hype. Let me tell you how hyped up this was. Castro wrote a novel based on the film published by Titan Books back in 2023. Zack Snyder announced a 4-player co-op game is in the works at Gamescom 2023. A 4-part prequel comic was released last year with many more animated shorts and narrative podcasts planned in the near future. There was a tabletop board game in the works, though it seemed like that project fell apart. Somebody got sued. Look into it. I don't need to tell you the story. Anyway, still, how do you justify all these things when it just doesn't seem like the majority of fans are that invested in this new IP? Who knows, but we'll have to wait and see how much more Rebel Moon we'll be getting in the near future. Now, share your thoughts on this and Rebel Moon and Zack Snyder down below. Speaking of Netflix, The Witcher was renewed for a 5th season on the streaming service, but it'll also be the very last season. Now, season 4 production is currently underway with Liam Hemsworth stepping in as Geralt of Rivia. Both season 4 and 5 will be filmed back-to-back, concluding the epic stories told within the pages of Baptism of Fire, The Tower of the Swallow, and Lady of the Lake. Now, no word yet on when to expect season 4, but we'll keep you posted. And finally, Earth's mightiest heroes have gone up against many enemies, but none more unexpected than this crossover Marvel's been cooking up. Now, Entertainment Weekly revealed this upcoming Aliens vs. Avengers 4-part comic crossover coming to shelves July 24th, just before the release of Alien Romulus in theaters. Now, the comic series is set in the future where we'll be seeing an older version of the Avengers taking on an alien invasion with xenomorphs running around Earth. Now, will they be successful in killing off the xenomorphs? Well, of course they will. I mean, you've seen the damn movies. If a bunch of humans can do it in the movies, Iron Man and company are definitely going to make mincemeat out of those aliens. It's just a matter of how. Now, this is the latest of many non-canon Aliens crossovers. Now, everybody knows about, their feud with the Predator, but Batman, Superman, Green Lantern, Judge Dredd, the Terminator, Vampirella, and Buffy the Vampire Slayer have had comic book run-ins with xenomorphs. Meanwhile, Archie's duked it out with the Predator not once, but twice. Yet Riverdale has somehow remained facehugger free. Go figure. Anyway, be sure to check out Aliens vs. Avengers when it hits comic stands digitally and physically July 24th. And that about wraps it up for today's Fix of Entertainment News. I'm Akeem, and thank you for watching. Now that you're caught up on today's news, please check out our previous episode. Download the IGN app on all your devices, and for everything else, stick with IGN.